So, my bracket, as I mentioned, I have the Twins winning in the wild card series. I have the Rays. I have the Phillies. And the series that I would not say for some reason, I do have the D-backs beating the Brewers. I think that's going to be my one upset in the first round. So, okay, those are the first few. Then you move on the top left of the bracket. Twins against the Astros. I'm going to take the Astros in that series. Twins can pitch really well, but this is when you're a team that's built on your pitching, having to play in the wild card round hurts you. Because then, then you have to go face the number 2 seed without your top guy being able to go right away. I think the Astros can take care of business there. Then I really struggled with this matchup. Orioles, Rays, AL East battle. I ended up going with the Orioles there. And I think maybe it's just because I want to sit in the bird bath.
It is.
But they really did. They played the Rays well, all year long, I felt. And these two teams are obviously very familiar with each other, but I went Orioles there. So on the American League side of things, I have the Astros and the Orioles in the ALCS. Moving over to the National League side of the bracket. D-backs, as I mentioned, are my wild card or the pick to win over the Brewers against the Dodgers. And then I have the Phillies against the Braves. I took the Dodgers over the D-backs. Another NL. We could get a lot of division
I know,
matchups
we are.
here.
We're getting a lot of divisional matchups.
And then another division matchup, a rematch from last year, Phillies and the Braves. I do think that's going to go a bit differently this year. Phillies ended up taking it last year. I think the Braves have been the best team in baseball all year long. They're heading into the playoffs as the best team in baseball. They're great. So I went Braves there, getting a Braves-Dodgers NLCS. So back on the American League side of things, I'm going to take the Astros against the Orioles. And on the NL side of things, I'm going to take the Braves over the Dodgers. So, Alex, let's go back in time again to the beginning of the season, spring training, when I was asked my prediction for the year, and I said, and I quote, the World Series is going to be the Atlanta Braves against the Houston Astros, a rematch of 2021, but this time I think it's going to be a little bit different, and the Houston Astros are going to win. So I'm sticking with that. I feel really good about the Braves. Astros coming in hot, big weekend. I feel better about the Braves than I do the Astros, but I'm sticking with my prediction. And again, I'm not just doing this because I'm sticking with my prediction. Once you're in, I don't know if I would have stuck with this if they didn't get the 2 seed. It would have been a lot harder for them. Now they're right where they need to be. And you look up at the end of the year, they're the 2 seed. They have more experience than everyone here. They have all the talent to do it. Their pitching's going to be in good shape because of the bye. They were going to be in trouble if they had to get to the wild card round because Justin just pitched Saturday. Framber was probably going to go 1, but then who you going with 2? Now they get time. They'll be able to schedule their rotation however they want to heading into that first series they have. And then this matchup here, Astros-Orioles. I mean, could this be the year that these two teams are built so similar? This one's just like 6 years ahead. So now is this the year that they can make that jump? Because if the Orioles can do that this year, I think the American League runs through them for a long time to come. But as of right now, it's still the Astros. It's been the Astros for 7 years and 7 years in a row. I don't think it changes this year. I still think they're talented enough to get there. And then you got the rematch in the World Series. The Braves are coming in as the better team. Braves have the deeper lineup. There are pitching concerns with the Atlanta Braves. They can be beaten in the playoffs. But I'm going to stick with my preseason prediction. When Justin was not on the team, want to throw that out there because Alex, guess what's going to happen when this bracket gets posted?
You're Homer.
You're taking your brother's team.
No, what you should do is if we have the clip or if we have the tweet with the date of when you actually predicted this, put it with it.
People don't care.
Why? Do it.
It's too logical.
You remember the date. You remember the date when you picked the D-backs to make it into the postseason. That's
because I had producer Taylor get me a video
so I
could post it.
Just be petty. Post it off.
I will be. So
be petty.
I'm sticking with my prediction. Astros over the Atlanta Braves in the World Series. What a matchup that would be. So yeah, here's my full bracket.
All right. Well, it's kind of a giveaway when you get to see it all up front here. But let's start with the American League wild card. I am taking the Twins over the Blue Jays. This was just there were a couple of these that I was just kind of gut feeling tough.
Yeah.
It could go either way.
We're not fortune tellers. A lot of these are just a gut feeling.
I mean, isn't all prediction fortune telling? This is what I believe is going to happen, even though like the game hasn't been played yet. These are real people going out there. Okay, so we got Twins. Now let's move down to Tampa Bay and Texas. I think Tampa Bay was getting hot at the right time. Texas slumping at the wrong time, and Tampa Bay's a complete team. I think they're going to take this wild card matchup. I'll stay on this side and we'll move to, I'm just going to go through the whole American League side. I'm going to do it a little differently than you. Okay, we're going to move to the ALDS. We have the Twins and the Astros. The Astros just have the playoff experience. Bottom line is this is where experience matters. I believe the Astros are going to take this one. And then Tampa Bay and the Orioles, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm drinking the Baltimore Orioles Kool-Aid right now. They look great. They were hot coming into this.
That's right. You're
the
drinking
end of
out
the
of
season.
the dong bong.
I know. I'm going to call it a beer bong. And I'm going to take the Orioles.
Okay.
So I have the Astros and the Orioles meeting in the ALCS. And this was tough.
I'm surprised.
I know. If you're looking at my entire bracket right here, this is the first time I kind of went with my gut over my heart in a couple different ways. And I'm taking the Astros over the Orioles.
Okay.
Now let's move to the National League side, okay? Starting with the D-backs and the Brewers, I'm going to take the Brewers. Then you got Philly and Miami. Philly's so dangerous. They're getting hot at the right time. I think it's in Philly, and that is a whole other advantage when you're in that atmosphere and that crowd. So I'm going to take Philly. And then we move to the NLDS. This is going to be great. Let me start at the top. Brewers, Dodgers. I'm taking the Dodgers. And then we got Philly and the Braves, a rematch. If this happens, this is going to be one of the most exciting, heartfelt series I think we get in the entire postseason. But Atlanta has been the best team all season. I think they show up and they show out, and there's a little bit of something to prove from last season. So I think Atlanta takes this, which
leads to Dodgers, Braves, NLCS.
This is where it was really tough, and I didn't want to make this call. You guys, normally I always pick
with your heart.
Corazon, and I did not. I think the last matchup that we saw in LA, Braves, Dodgers, we just kind of saw that the Braves are the complete team, pitching, hitting. It was, I don't want to say it felt easy, but I just think, especially with their pitching and all the issues the Dodgers have dealt with their starting rotation, I think the Braves, if they meet up in the NLCS, take this one, and we're going to get a Braves and an Astros World Series. And I'm going to take the Braves in the World Series.
Great. So we both have an Astros-Braves World Series.
Yes, we do.
Meaning that is probably not what we're going to get, but we are hoping it is what happens. Running it back from 2021. That was a great series then. It'd be great if that ends up being the series again.